Habitat is promoting what we call the area-based approach and the settlement-based approach focus to allow to come back, with long-term solution to the issue of displacement, look into the structure of the spatial dimension, look into the need for basic services, but also look into the need of service delivery, basic services. They can put forward the foundation for long-term integration of these communities into host communities, which is very important, especially in the context of decrease of resources. We need to see how to integrate those populations and get out of this camp approach to go to the long-term settlement approach. We engage in a very concrete and very strong collaboration with UNHCR, look into all those regions affected by the Sudan crisis. Of course, one where I have been there is Eastern Chad, Fashana, and all those areas, Adre and others. In Ethiopia as well, where we are working with UNHCR. In South Sudan, Rank, all those areas receiving refugees. Our approach can be articulated on the following. First of all, the spatial dimension. When people come in, there's implication on occupational space. How to better plan. That's why we are promoting what we call the territorial approach to the issues, to make sure we are identifying the need for investment in terms of basic services, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of governance. It's very important. The second point we are looking is about the land issues, because when you have the influx of refugees and displaced persons, of course, there's potential of conflict around land. So how to put in place mechanism for prevention of those conflict around land, but also how we can best use land for the purpose of integration of these refugees. The third point is about urban governance, because local government, especially in municipalities, has key role to play on service delivery and fostering social cohesion among communities, but also on looking to the future of those territories. Building capacity, but also raising awareness with local authorities is very important. The fourth point for us is forward-looking, as you talk about connecting humanitarian development. What mechanism of financing do you want to put in place for sustainable investment to those areas and resilience building to those areas and socio-economic development? We need to look at the structure of the territories. What we call the territorial approach, I think, is very important. Governance aspect with inclusivity and participation of all actors, from host communities to displaced population, whether they are internally displaced person or refugees, is very important. Secondly, looking into the priority infrastructure needed. For example, when we come back to the example of Eastern Chad, I think the issue of housing is pressing for many communities. Water, access to market, those are basic needs that may help us establish, if you want, the building block for long-term recovery. Of course, this cannot be done in a separate manner. Humanitarian and development actors has to work together. That's the reason why UN Habitat has put together this coalition composed by UNHCR, World Bank, and UN Habitat to see how we can scale up those best practices has been experienced to others, which means that coordination, alignment, and also complementarity is fundamental in building this kind of area-based approach, looking to the long term. And this has to be done in conjunction with the priority of the government.